All right, and we are back, ladies and gentlemen. We did just miss our first 10 seconds of this match, but that is okay because we are here. CSU versus, if I'm not mistaken, Wichita State University. Mass there getting a nice center ball there for their team, but Reciprocate and Lobo there kind of working together on getting that cleared out. Orb doing what Orb does best and just having presence on the ball here, kind of making them a bit nervous to make a play. And that's going to allow CSU to kind of rotate back in with a lot of boost there. Pickle getting taken out there. Reciprocate. Here we go, Mass coming up, getting a nice 50-50 going downwards on that angle. Bit risque if I might add, but it ended up working out. Not really in anybody's favor. It's kind of a neutral 50-50 there, but I think they got the result that they were looking for. Lobo waiting for that attempt on goal there to try to get a follow-up. Gonna get that first touch there. I think that was a planned 50-50, but I think CSU got a little bit ahead of themselves there on that touch and ended up paying the price for it. And that's gonna be a shot on goal. Open net there. Boone gonna score. Taking the first goal of this match so far. Yeah, I think Sip just got it on the hood of his car there. Trying to probably get a dribble and then a flick real quick, not expecting Boone to approach that quickly. Huge 50-50 there from Orb. It's going to be off the backboard, cleared by Moss, but we're going to see Lobo come back in, shove it back in the corner. And it's going to be centered ball. They're going to be able to do something with it. Orb right on the ball there, right on the money, getting it in. Very quick goal there from CSU. Making sure that things go as planned here. Very well organized kind of attack there from CSU. It's going to be a demo on Sip there from Boone. Pickle kind of just hovering in the air, not quite making contact with the ball. Undershooting where they should have been. Lobo going to receive that ball from a pinch off the backboard from Boone. There we go, Sip flying up, getting a nice little wall pass off to Lobo, trying to get a shot on goal. Lobo not going to quite make it. He's going to chase that ball around, get another shot attempt. Sip gets the final touch just to... I think that was honestly a stolen goal. That probably would have gone in. That final touch there, just getting it enough. Yeah, that would have been in. So we're just going to call that Lobo's goal there, because that Lobo did all the work for that one. All right, here we go. Mouse getting the 50-50 here. Reciprocate coming back in, getting a touch. I don't know if that was a flip reset attempt or just a weird angle to come at that. Lobo going to get off the backboard. It's centered for the team. Sip's going to get it off the corner. Orb going to come in, win the 50-50. Somebody needs to rotate back for CSU. Lobo's probably, no, not quite on it. Reciprocate's going to rotate back. Lobo's going to stay on the back wall. Reciprocate's going to come flying in. Lobo's going to rotate back. Good communication there from CSU. I'm going to see an all-in from Wichita there. They're back on the defense, though, very quickly, knowing when to come back. Almost getting just a roll in there. A light little touch straight into goal there. We're going to come in, back from rotation, going to win that off. We should be seeing Lobo come up in midfield here. Orb's back on to overextending just a little bit, but able to at least defend there. All right, here we go. This is the center ball here. Lobo a little bit overshoots it. Hits the ball a bit too early. That's going to be a huge bump there from Reciprocate. That's going to allow CSU to recuperate, get a nice little defense set up. Nice little angle there from Lobo just to kind of center it. There's going to be a little bit of back and forth here. Sip accidentally flipping off the wall there. Not the... probably a misinput, I imagine. I don't think he realized he was off the wall. I think he was just trying to jump off the wall, and he was already off the wall. All right, here we go. Orb there, getting a nice little angle there to pass to Sip. Sip passes it into goal. Gets a nice little flick there in the air. I mean, look at this. I wouldn't even call that a flick. That was quite literally just a nose bump. But just redirecting the ball exactly where you want it to be. It's a huge start off on the kickoff there for CSU. Mass is going to follow it up quite well. It's going to be a nice save from Lobo. Orb going to center the ball off. That's going to be a nice center ball there. Moss is going to jump up, basically waste all their boost on getting that out. They're going to be able to get that 100 boost back, though. CSU's in a bit of a pickle here. Not a whole lot of boost. Meanwhile, Wichita, they didn't realize that CSU didn't have any boost, but if they were just going all out for it, they could have gotten a goal there. Pickle now running out of boost, gonna have to probably rotate back, stay safe. This is huge on the CSU defense there, just kind of trapping it in that corner, getting it out very quickly, very effectively. Sip, that was not even a juke, that was just straight up not hitting the ball when he could have. And I think they were trying to read that he was gonna hit the ball. That was some mind games there. Wichita State, honestly, playing their own mind games to themselves there. Pickle's gonna demo Cipricate. It's gonna be a fairly neutral 50-50 there for CSU. Losing that 50-50 there. Orb's gonna have to come back onto goal here, and unfortunately it's gonna hit the ground a little bit too soon. CSU's gonna win the first match off of one goal there. Going on to game 2. I think the biggest thing about this team here that we have at CSU is Cipricate. Just really good at communicating, very strong leader. You have Orb that just has like that massive aura when it comes to just having presence on the ball. Just like taking up space, making, players nervous. And you have Lobo, which is just honestly the playmaker, the setup, the tactician, if you will. And all three of them bring their own thing to this team and really make it something spectacular, really. I think what ties it all together is just the way that they communicate. All right, here we go. Moss receiving that ball, pushing it into the corner. A huge dribble there for Wichita State. Fortunately, CSU is going to be able to get that ball away. But they're still on the defensive right now. That's a huge save from Sip there, last second, coming in. I don't think CSU was quite well prepared for that. They were a little bit sloppy on that defense there, but they're going to manage to salvage it. They're back in, though. Back reorganized, back into their normal rotation. They have basically their position set up already, so that we shouldn't be seeing that again. Orb wanting to save that, but waiting to see if Wichita State would approach there. See Moss here dribbling the ball around the field here. Orb's going to rotate back around, get that save there. Huge save. That could have been a follow-up there if Pickle had read into that. Boone's going to get, or Pickle's going to get demoed by, I don't even remember who that was. Pickle rotating back. Boone getting that nice little touch there, winning that 50-50 in my opinion. This is starting to look very tough for CSU. It looks like Wichita State, their defense is a lot stronger this time around. They've made that adaptation. And it's going to be really hard to get that ball where they need it to be right now. They're very heavy on just bumping things and getting people out of position now, unlike the last match. All right, here we go. It's a huge touch there from Lobo. It's going to be back into field, though. Cipricate's going to save that. Orb's going to come up on the wall. It's a huge wall pinch there from Boone. It's going to come up for Pickle. Pickle's not going to get the right angle there, though. All right, here we go. Lobo trying to get this 50-50, getting off, getting an air dribble set up. Trying to get the flip reset, not getting it. Getting a decent flick off on goal, though. Here we go. Lobo's going to keep it center field, push it back in the corner, straight to Sip. Sip's going to try to get attention away from it. Pickle's going to try to contest this in 50-50. Boone's waiting for that boost pad. I don't think he got it there. No, he does get it. He does get it. Okay. That's a huge little bump there from Lobo. Going to pass off the wall to Cipricate. That's going to be a follow-up for Lobo. Nobody there to really receive that for CSU, though. Just a bad angle there off that goal post for Lobo. Missed opportunity for CSU here. Boone's going to try to pass it off to Pickle, get it off the back wall. Orb going to come in and just have a little bit of presence to knock them off. Moss trying to get that dribble in, but Lobo's going to harass him. And here we go, off the wall. Not as good of a pinch angle as you would have hoped for. Not quite getting the pinch that you would want to see there. Which is going to reset the momentum here for CSU. Still no goals happening here, but I think CSU's defense is very tight. We saw that demo there by Lobo on Boone. Could open up some possibilities here for CSU. Boone's going to come right back, though. Try to make something happen, and that's just going to be a goal from Lobo. Boone not in the right position to touch that ball at all. I mean, look at this. He's at least a few feet away from it. Almost touches it. Just runs out of boost. Does not quite hit the ceiling. I think he did actually hit the ceiling. He jumped off the ceiling, rather. Just did not have enough momentum to carry into actually getting to the ball. CSU in a tight spot on the offense there. Yep. Orb not quite getting the speed that they needed to chase that ball there, but it is still going to be a good setup there for CSU. No one's going to follow that up. I think that's a correct choice on Orb there. Play it safe in case something bad happens. We want somebody to be able to rotate back. You know, this is exactly what we're going to see them do here. It's a huge 50-50 for Orb to win. Unfortunately, the follow-up there from Boone. Got to kind of not really make anything happen with that momentum. That's a huge flick there from Boone. Air in the, just hitting it out in the air and in the center field there. Unfortunately, nobody was really prepared to receive that on Wichita State's end. It's going to be a huge double pinch there. Sip going to follow that up, get it out of the corner. Another pinch there. Huge save from Sip. Orb not quite in the right position to catch that. He is going to be out the backboard for that redemption arc, though. Here we go. CSU still having it, still getting it. Keeping it clear. We're going to see a little bit of bumping out of position there. Yeah, Boone's heavy on this offense. That is where he wants to be right now. He does not want to give up this ball at all. Trying to get a pinch there between Moss and Pickle. That was a good attempt. Unfortunately, I think Pickle went a little bit too far up the wall there. They didn't quite get the angle that they were looking for. Boone gonna dribble that around, get a nice little angle. It's gonna be a 50-50 there from Lobo. Good save there. And this is probably gonna be looking like CSU's win here. I don't think that Wichita State really has the organization to really get another goal here. As soon as right as I say that, we see Boone again really wanting that stability there. CSU looking a little bit thirsty here, really wanting this. Boone's going to say no. That's denied. They really want to keep this ball alive, though, but no, game 2 goes to CSU. Boone and Pickle really trying their best out here. I mean, Pickle with 92 score. Never mind, I take that back. Moss, the hidden savior, really here. I mean, Orb doing a lot of the legwork there for defense there. Just rotated back, just having that presence for CSU in this game as well. This could have been a whole lot more close. I mean, it was a close game for that much, but... Was that a forfeit? We'll be right back, folks. I don't know if that was a forfeit win or something else happened. All right, that was not a forfeit win. I don't know what exactly happened there. They're probably changing servers, I imagine. There we go. Orb Losing the 50-50 there, I don't think that was really a loss. That was a kind of stall angle there for CSU to take, probably. That might have been on purpose. Or not Orb. Lobo getting that aerial dribble off, setting things up for the CSU offensive here. We're going to see a 50-50 potentially from Pickle. Honestly, that just caught me off guard. Orb just came in and annihilated his whole life. Moss not in the greatest position for defense. Luckily, we're seeing Boone kind of carry the hard weight here. But unfortunately, it's not going to be enough. Okay, maybe it will be enough. He manages to get back with a little boost he had left. Good 50-50 angle there. Moss is going to be able to take that. Lobo's going to save it. Here we go. He's going to knock it off the side to the corner. Sip's going to follow that up. Unfortunately, missing the ball there on the second touch. Orb's going to come in to salvage things. Sip's going to have to get out of there and rotate back. He's going to be center field. He's going to contest this. Lobo's going to rotate back for that boost. He's still center field. Orb's off the center field, leaving Sip to kind of amend things on his own here. I think CSU's just going to reset here. Pickle's going to take the opportunity to take a 50-50. Huge 50-50 for them to win as well. Orb kind of just in free fall currently. Here we go. Sip's going to get that boost. Get lined up. Center ball still on CSU's offensive here. We have not seen a single moment of which CSU's not been on an offensive stretch here so far. A minute and a half into the game. CSU's going strong here. Well, that's going to be a bad 50-50 there. It's going to go right into Sips' hands, though. Try to get a follow-up there on Orb. Try to center the ball. Nothing's going to come out of it here. This is a much stronger defense than what we saw from last game. Slowly but surely, Wichita State's adapting. Let's see if CSU can make the adaptation to try to break open something there. Good bump there from Orb. Going to allow Lobo some space to try to contest this. Sip going to go in for the touch there. Orb going to rotate back, take that boost pad. Moss is going to get that second touch. Lobo's going to pass it back off the center field. Orb's going to go for the 50-50. We're finally seeing CSU on the defensive for the first time this match so far. All right, here we go. Boone, Mass getting the second touch. Boone passing down, just kind of letting the ball fall. It's going to be the first goal there for Wichita State University. CSU down one now. See how they can piece this back together. A little bit of a sloppy goal, but it definitely got through the cracks of CSU there. Orb gonna get it off the ceiling here. He's gonna go for a flip reset. Passing it off the Mass, unfortunately. That's gonna be a save there from Lobo. It's gonna be a corner touch there from Moss, trying to get a pinch, I'm assuming, to try to center that ball. Sip gonna chase it off to corner. Unfortunately, not able to get the touch there. CSU not looking in the best position right now. It's gonna be another shot on goal there. Orb gonna save it. Lobo coming up. Another touch there. Reciprocate gonna also touch. Orb coming through with a nice dribble. He's gonna get demoed there. Go Moss going in for the reset. Gets it off the ceiling. That's going to be a pass off the Boone. Boone not quite getting the correct angle there to salvage anything from that. It's going to be kind of an awkward thing. Pickle's going to salvage something, though. And it's going to be passed right off the Orb, surprisingly. Orb's going to get the... Oh, man. Unfortunately, not getting the correct pinch there. I think Orb and Lobo were trying to get a pinch angle on the ground there together. It's going to be a huge pinch there from... I think that was Lobo and Moss there. Moss trying to make a shot on goal. Lobo just getting a nice little intercept there, winning the 50-50 and getting the nasty pinch there to try to just immediately turn the tides here. CSU's got to make something happen here. They have a minute left on the goal or on the clock. Unfortunately, not able to really make any use of that situation that they created. It's going to be a good 50-50 there. Another 50-50. Huge save there from Orb coming in just before we can get a reposition. And that's just in. Was it off the back wall? Because that was an all-in from Wichita State. That wasn't even off the back wall. That was just a straight-up pass and great redirect there from Sips and Orb. 40 seconds left. It's a fairly neutral kickoff here. Boone's going to be able to get a good kind of start here. Unfortunately, yeah, Pickle's not going to be able to get high enough to 50-50 that. Mott's going to come up to salvage it, though. While we're going for the fake out. That fake out into a pass was pretty wicked. Wichita State just kind of losing their defense there as well. There was nobody rotated back, and I think CSU took full advantage of that there. That's going to be a double neutral start there from both teams. Unfortunately, no follow-up there from Wichita State. Lobo going to accidentally pass it off to the corner there, or going to try to get it center field. Pickle's going to intercept. Sip's going to receive it. We're going to see a nice little shot on goal there off the backboard. Lobo's going to reset it. Sip's going to try to bicycle kick it. Unfortunately, he's going to read the situation and not going to go for it. It's going to touch the ground, and CSU wins game 3, and that is GG's. We are off to Valorant now. Huge win there for CSU in the playoffs here. And we'll be starting up soon. So don't go anywhere if you're sticking around for Valorant, don't go anywhere, because we'll be right back in about 5 or 6 minutes. But that was a fantastic game, fantastic showing there from CSU in these NACE playoffs. And I can't wait for their next game. I don't know when that will be, but their next game for sure is going to be really nice, really wicked. Definitely stick around for it. We'll be streaming it here on CSU Vikes _GG. We'll be seeing ya.